Wow, now that's entertainment. Hi, I'm Leather Ice Cream, and I know you guys. A lot of my fans are the creative types, so I have some good news for you this summer. I'm gonna be hosting a small animation collab between me and all you motherfuckers. Essentially, the idea is that we all get Pivot stick figure animator, and then each of us makes 1 or 2 skits for one giant Stickfigures on crack clone. For those of you not in the know, many years ago, a guy going by Pivot Master DX made a trilogy of videos called Stickfigures on Crack. A very influential set of videos that were basically a dozen or so really short comedy skits, usually slapstick, all put together in one video, made mostly using Pivot stick figure animator. Now, these videos did inspire stuff like Astaf movie, so they're a lot like that, except with way more pivot and way less dialogue. But what I want out of this collab is for us to replicate the style of Stickfigures on Crack clones. Crazy Stick Figure Randomness is one of those, and I talked about that series like 4 years ago. And around that same time, I actually made my own Crazy Stick Figure on Crack clone. I can link these and some more examples of quote-unquote clones in the description, but fair warning, if you go out there and find some more examples on your own, here's some warnings. Coincidentally, this is also a list of things I'd really rather not have in the submissions. These will also get your submission rejected, but I assume you guys aren't gonna do this to me. I feel like this is fair. With that in mind, as long as you have a funny idea for a pivot skit and you want to make it, then I'd encourage you to go for it. As long as you got the idea, it doesn't really matter if you've never animated before in your life. I don't really expect amazing animation. After all, a lot of the old pivot animations can either be done really well or not, so both is fair game to me. Some more notes, make sure your submission is between like 2 and 10 seconds long. You can go for 30 if the gag really requires time. You can also submit a few skits if you want. For example, if you made one to build off a joke from a previous one, then sure, go off. But really, I'm just expecting one for most people. You don't gotta submit multiple if you don't want. Also, I don't mind the use of copyrighted sounds or songs or whatever. I don't really care about the monetization on the final video. But if you're afraid that you'll put your channel at risk because of that upload, then you can just go ahead and upload it onto some kind of alt channel, in case you want to be safe. Quick side note I forgot. Just because I keep using memes from 2010 doesn't mean that you have to for this. I mean, you can, but you can also use more modern stuff. I think that's fine. You don't have to make this timeless or anything. Alright, you made the stupid thing. Well done. But how do you submit it for the collab? Well, sadly, you can't just link your video in the comments. So the description has a link to both my Discord server and my Twitter. So your best bet is to either @ me on Twitter with a link to your video, or post a link to my server, which will have a dedicated submissions channel. You can also try to @ me on YouTube by placing like my channel's link in the description, and I think I get notified of that. But if you want the thing to stay private, then like just DM me on Twitter and I won't tell anybody. The video itself can be unlisted or public, I don't care, just as long as it's not private, because then I can't view it. The description will also have a download link to Pivot 5. It's the latest version, and it has neat stuff like holding shift to stretch limbs or using right click to bend sticks. Technology we didn't have in 2008. You can even download this guide that looks like the stick figures from the original series, but that's optional. Anyway, sorry for being a goddamn YouTube tutorial. The deadline is gonna be the 21st of July. Again, really no need to overdo it. You don't need to spend your entire summer vacation on a 5-second clip, it's fine. So besides checking out everybody's submissions, that's it for me today. Next time, I won't actually be uploading the entire collab. Before that happens, I'll actually upload a new game, I think. So yeah, I'll see you later. The end.